Good morning from Pattaya, Thailand. I'm out for my morning walk. It's a great way to start the day. Get myself a coffee, go up through Pratmak Hill, which is beautiful, get a little workout done. I work out in the room, but then I also like to come up here because they have some pull-up bars and some other machines as well. And then head and get a bite to eat. I wanted to talk to you today while we look around Pattaya. It's so nice to be back here in Thailand again. And I wanted to chat with you about how I've noticed since I've been here. There's a lot of expats that I see, and maybe I just hadn't noticed it before, but when I look at them, they just have like a smile on their face. And I was like, what's going on? But I wonder if maybe I just hadn't noticed it before. But there's been a lot of smiles right now in Thailand from expats from around the world. And I'm hearing the languages from the different Western countries, and I'm seeing the smiles on the faces, and I'm wondering about that. Maybe while things are only getting a little more expensive, a lot more expensive here in Thailand, there is still a tremendous value here in something other than the cost of living. There is a value of peace of mind. And I think I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that it's not just the superficial things that you think when you're traveling here to Thailand. You say to yourself, hey, it's a place where I can go live cheap. It's a place that I can go out at night and have fun. And I can save myself money on housing. All true. But there's something else. There's something mental happening here. Something up here. And I'm seeing it in the expats. And that's what I want to talk about. In my opinion, they've dropped the act. Think about what I'm saying to you. The expats that are staying here right now in Pattaya that I'm noticing, the smiles, the relaxed demeanor, relaxed, laying back, looking around, calm, not front edgy and irritated and full of anxiety, just relaxed and enjoying themselves. I think they've dropped the act that they have to have up all the time when they're in their home country. That's what we're going to talk about. When you are in your home country, you put up a facade for everyone that's involved. Whether it's how you act around your family, how you interact around your partner, how you act around coworkers, how you act when you're out in town. You, for each of these circumstances, have an act. You become a actor on a stage, and you act a certain way so that you fulfill the role that is expected of you for each of those situations. I'm not necessarily saying that I have been any different than that in life, because most likely, although I haven't really thought about it and I've just started to feel and talk a little bit about this, most likely I did the same thing. However, I noticed that as I'm traveling, I don't feel like I'm trying to act a certain way to try to appease those around me. I'm not trying to fulfill a role for those who I may pass by or who might be in a restaurant or that I might meet out here in the park. I'm just myself. I dropped the act. I think one of the least recognized issues right now in the Western world is anxiety. Now let's think about that word. Anxiety is not depression. It's not. Anxiety is not anger. Nope. Anxiety is not feeling that you don't have something, like maybe prices are so high you can't afford something and you feel frustrated, like, I can't afford the things that I want. That's not anxiety. That's just frustration at the current cost of living. Anxiety is different. Anxiety is a feeling that you have like a shadow hanging over you, and you feel like there is something impending that is going to happen that's bad. You can't go through life with that type of impending doom. It will create intense anxiety in your life. You will always feel like something is about to happen, like something is about to break, the economy, your health, the neighborhood you live in, the home that you've bought, your family, your work is going to go away tomorrow. That's anxiety. If you are in a situation where you are constantly filled with anxiety, and I think there's two big factors why in the West we are. One is because we have it shoved down our throat by the media that you should be always in a state of fear, always in a state of anxiety. Doom is around the corner. The next big storm is coming. The next economic collapse is coming. There's going to be violence and crime, and look at the numbers. Look at how terrible it is. And then you look around your neighborhood and you're like, what? You know, but you don't do that. You just feel anxiety from it all. The second big reason why we feel that in the West is because of those numbers. Because we actually do see something is happening and it frustrates us and we become anxious, like, is this going to affect me? That's us as humans being very concerned about our own safety. It makes perfect sense. But what does it result in? A constant state of anxiety. And so, in order to present ourselves to our coworkers, to our children, to our friends, to other families that we know, we put up a facade. We create an act. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Are you kidding me? There's so much opportunity and things are just going swell. We put up an act, but inside we have anxiety. Whew, these stairs, man. This is a workout. It's like having a Stairmaster. When I come here to Thailand and when I see other expats coming here to Thailand, what I notice is that they start to drop the act. They no longer feel like they have to put on a show or a facade for others. They can actually start to be themselves and start to feel good again. At the same time, that anxiety starts to flow out of them. They start to feel comfortable again. They don't feel this impending doom that's around the corner. And I saw this as I was traveling through Malaysia, as I was traveling through Vietnam, the Philippines. I saw a sense of peace that was coming over. Again, it's in the face and it's in the body language that you see this sort of, you know, you just start to let it go and you can start to smile again. And that really caught my eye on this trip through Thailand, to be able to see men from the West smile again and mean it. And nobody's around them that they have to do it for. They're just doing it. I mean, that feels great. It feels so good to see that. Oh my goodness. Okay. You got chicken right here. These right here. Can I get 2 chicken leg, please? 2 chicken leg. Thank you. How much is one here? What's you got here, sir? Ooh, corn on the cob looks good. Yeah, how much are they? I'll do 1. Do 1? Yep. Do you have butter? Do you have butter? Oh, okay. How much that one there? What you bought, sir?
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Woo-hoo. That looks good right there. Hello. You have the little crabs there? Oh, I like those. Those are good. I like those. How much are the little crabs? 1 is 40 baht. Okay. And then you've got some little shrimps here too. Okay, so I'll do
1, 2, 3, 100.
3 for 100.
100.
Okay, let me see what I got here. You drive a hard bargain. You're a bargainer, this one. Okay, so we got this one right here. We got a nice little piece of chicken right here. Oh, that's good. Nice after you get done with a workout. Come down here, relax on the beach. Grab a few snacks, you know. I can get the snacks right here on the beach like I did just now, but I can also go to some of the little vendors that are here. Look at this little crab. Look at this fried crab right here. Pretty good. I'm glad that we got a chance to talk about the anxiety of the West and how we deal with it by putting up an act that everything is okay, because we don't really want to talk about it with our coworkers, with our family, with our friends. We don't know what their feelings are. And you know what? That makes sense to me. I'm not saying that's wrong, because you don't want to create issues amongst your coworkers, and you certainly don't want to cause issues amongst your family and friends. But when you travel like this, you can drop that act and you can actually just be yourself. And I appreciate that. That's something that I like. I don't feel like I have to act a certain way. I don't feel that the people around me, the expats that are around me, have to act a certain way either. They can just be themselves. We're going to be traveling to a lot more places here in Southeast Asia. We're not even remotely done. We're continuing to travel all year, and then we're just going to continue on to more countries. And I'd like you to come with. Like and subscribe to the video. And as always, I appreciate you spending time with me. Aloha. Ooh, look at that shrimp right there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put that in a little bit of that sweet sauce right here. Here in Thailand, they train these vicious attack dogs right here to protect the ATMs. Vicious attack beasts designed to protect the finances of Thailand. How you doing, buddy? Vicious attack dog. This is the backup attack dog right here. Vicious.